Hi, I'm Greg Rogers, Fire Marshal of South Kitsap Fire and Rescue in Washington State. This short video represents a gradual evolution of efforts by the Washington State Association of Fire Marshals to demonstrate that home safety visits can work in the United States. Years ago, our association received a fire prevention and safety grant to test the concept of improving public safety through fire department home visits and smoke alarm installations. We conducted the test in Washington and several other states, with programs in cities large and small. Our test confirmed what we've been learning from fire departments in the UK, Canada, and other countries for the past several years, that there is great value to community risk reduction programs that put line firefighters front and center, especially in home visit programs. We also confirmed the importance of data-driven public safety programs. The cities participated in the test use risk demographics and actual fire data to identify the communities where they would conduct home visits first. For me, that's probably the most important takeaway from the test, because we found that the home visits were exactly where they needed to be. More than half the homes we visited had no working smoke alarms present. And where smoke alarms were present, more than a third of them weren't working. Plus, 2/3 of the residents said they didn't have a home fire escape plan. Those results might not surprise you, but I hope our experience will inspire you, because I believe there is no better way for a department to help high-risk residents improve their fire safety than by implementing a home safety visit program. We've had success with home visits in Washington with departments of all sizes, types, and from combination to volunteer to career departments, and populations from 484 to 250,000. It can be done by any department. In fact, this video features personnel with the Gwinnett County Fire and Emergency Services in Georgia. Like all of us, they started their home visit program small, and they are learning ways to improve it as they go.
And at times it may seem overwhelming, where you feel like you've got a lot, we've got so much work to do, especially in our community. We're home to about 850,000 residents, so where do we start? The great thing about home visits is, one of my captains always says, something is always better than nothing. So even if you hit one home, you've done your job. As a department, our mission statement is to save lives and protect property. So knowing that we have to start small, that's huge. Starting small is the only way we're going to be able to establish seeing the bigger picture.
They're a good model for how home visits can be conducted in your department.
With the benefits of home safety visits in our community, number one is high visibility for the fire department, which is truly important for us. Number two, they just work. We know that through research that we can make an immediate impact in the lives of these folks when we go out there. And lastly, it's the impact on the firefighters themselves. Understanding that if we're out there talking to these folks about prevention, we can make that connection with them, as well as provide smoke alarms in those homes to allow those folks to escape. That makes our firefighters' job much safer.
As you just heard, home visits are good for the entire community, and they're good for department morale. In my department, firefighters really felt like they were making a positive difference in their communities with home visits. One firefighter said to me, "I wish we did more of this, because you made an immediate impact on fire safety. Nothing else feels this way."
Home safety visits really help us to make an immediate impact in our community. And it's very important to get our firefighters involved at that level of community risk reduction. We understand that bringing them in and letting them see their efforts make that impact is truly important to our goals and mission here.
I know establishing a home visit program can be a daunting idea, especially for small departments. But I can tell you from our experience, it can be done, and done well, especially when you work with community partners. In Washington, many of our programs benefited from the assistance of community groups and volunteers. Planning and training for everyone involved in the home visit program is where you want to start to make sure you are reaching the high-risk homes in your community with the best education and support that you can. Getting everyone on board early is important in every aspect of the fire service, and home visits are no different. In addition to training, some departments also ask their own firefighters to make sure their homes have working smoke alarms before they go out on home visits. You don't want to be asked during a home visit if your own home's smoke alarms work and not have the right answer.
As you know, the leading cause of fires in our community usually start in the kitchen, so we do spend a little bit of extra time talking about cooking safety tips and habits in the kitchen.
Some fire departments will prefer to do home visits by appointment. Others conduct visits through a pre-announced blitz in a high-risk area of the community. Some, like Gwinnett County, do both. There's no right or wrong way, so choose what's best for your community and your department. But make sure you're prepared in advance with the tools and devices you need. Consider teaming up with others in your community. This not only extends to the workforce you have to make your program a success, it also can help you open doors to high-risk residents who may otherwise not agree to a home visit. In Washington, we've worked with everyone from the Spanish communities to church groups to student volunteers to service clubs like the Kiwanis and Rotary. I found that people are willing to help. We just have to provide them with the right tools and the training to be successful. Often these community volunteers can help us with needed translation skills and cultural awareness for some of the people we visit.
Each one of them will have one Red Cross volunteer, you'll have a Citizens Fire Academy alumni volunteer, somebody from the fire station, a fire crew as part of your core team. As a department, one of the best things for me as working for Gwinnett County Fire is not only knowing that for me we actually create an impact in the community, but knowing that we have the buy-in from the top all the way to the bottom. We had a crew of firefighters out here. Fire chief was out here. It's a whole department organization's goal to make sure that the whole community is safe. So as long as we have that commitment from the top, this is what's great about Gwinnett County Fire is community risk reduction does start on top.
Most fire departments that do home visits ensure they have at least 2 people on the team for each home visited. Volunteers can help reach that goal. Some departments with large teams can accomplish more in a short time, including assessing dangers beyond fire safety, such as slips, trips, and falls. Every home visit should include locating the smoke alarms and testing them, replacing those that don't work, and installing more alarms where needed. Most fire departments will only install battery-powered alarms, so if a hardwired alarm is found to be non-working, an additional battery-powered alarm will be installed. Always ask questions during the visit. When a home has a resident who may have difficulty escaping a fire, there is a great value in discussing the need for a plan and, when possible, helping the family practice their escape plan.
So that's why we've placed the alarms in your rooms, to alert you and awaken you so that you can get up and activate your exit plan.
So it's really going to be helpful for you to practice on getting out one or both exits at a time.
Good job. Shut your door, Shaka. Good job. Very good. And safe, getting everyone out safely.
Today was a great day. We were able to impact immediate change in the family's life. We helped a family that has a mobility impaired person in their home. We helped them create a fire escape plan, practice that fire escape plan. So, if worse scenario does occur, they're prepared and they already know how to evacuate a home should there be a fire emergency.
Home visits are not designed to fix every problem, but they go a long way towards addressing vulnerable residents and families. Having firefighters represent the department one-on-one in the community has tremendous benefits that go beyond the home visit experience. In Washington, our firefighters got an immediate response from the residents with positive feedback that they had a real difference for that family. Every service area is different, and we all have different budgets to work with. But one thing is the same for all of us. Whether our departments are large or small, we have people living in high-risk homes that need and will benefit tremendously from home visits and smoke alarm installations.
For Gwinnett, it's really about taking a look at what risks we have here in our community, doing an in-depth analysis and focusing our resources to make an effort to impact those spots where we can. Really building those intervention strategies, multiple pieces of that puzzle, so we're not just going after it from one side.
I hope this video has given you some inspiration and motivation to take the first steps towards a home safety visit program in your department. In every service area, firefighters can make a big difference by reaching out directly to those at high risk of fire and other injuries. When you respond to the 911 fire call, The people waiting for you in the front of their home will be safe outside because of you. We hope this video and accompanying guide help you get started.